Oops. Uh-oh. Had the wrong thing plugged in. Here we are. Had the wrong thing plugged in. Here we are. The wrong thing. I hear me. Okay. AEW Dynamite, guys. Dynamite. Dynamite is on tonight. Oh, yes. Man, we got some stars in the house tonight, I'll tell you that. AEW Dynamite live stream. The 25th of June, 2025. Almost July, man. We're over halfway done with the year now. That's crazy. Okay. Let me get into my right mind here. In the right chat. Let's close down all the rest of this stuff. There we go. Okay, move this over just a bit so I can see this chat. Okay. Oh yeah, it's not the old song anymore. It's that new song. I'd like to hear that song by itself. I haven't heard it. I wonder if they posted it to AEW's music channel or anything like that. Could be a fun little listen. Hey, it's Ringmaster. Welcome, Ringmaster. Very colorful live stream today. Got a lot of purples, a lot of blues. Oh me, oh my. The in-ring return of Kota Ibushi tonight. The Hurt Syndicate will address the people. They've been doing an awful lot of that recently. Address the people. Also have a four-way to determine the number one spot for both the men and women's casino battle royal, I believe it's what it is. Let me check this real quick. Make sure I have this right, because even the AEW official website messed it up earlier. They said that Roderick Strong and them were in the women's battle royal. I was like, what? They've been doing that a little bit recently. Whoever's running their website is in a rush or something, because they've been making some pretty funny typos on the official AEW website, and I've been catching them. Okay, let me check it and see. All right, so I have it saying, the men's four-way match for the number one casino gauntlet position. Oh yeah, because that's the type of match where like you might not even get in. It'd be better if they hurt people instead. Yeah, I'd rather them do something like that. I like the Hurt Syndicate coming out here and talking, and normally it's one of my favorite things of the night, maybe the favorite thing of the night, but I think that mixing it up would be good as well. We'll see. Let's see what they have planned. Hey, Donovan's in the house. What's up, Donovan? 'Tis that time, guys. Carson Gritty. What's up, man? Oh, I see what you're saying. Big Rude, welcome. I went back to the animated Dynamite screen for tonight. There we go. It's Wednesday. AEW Dynamite. Joe Soup, what's up, man? All right, the tweet is on. Rah, rah, rah. Up. There's Tony San Diego. All right, we have one tweet on the street, and now we have two tweets on the streets. All right, guys. Retweet the tweet if you can. Oh my goodness, it's Mercedes, and she's absolutely destroying Tony San Diego. She figured out where Tony San Diego is. Where in the world is Tony San Diego? Now she's on the ground, getting beat down. We got pre-match beatdowns, guys. They said, you know what? Let's mix it up. Let's do a pre-match beatdown this time instead of a post-match beatdown. Let's start there. Already some progress in the unpredictability of the show. I like that. Ryan, what's up, man? Let's get it. Devin's in the house. Welcome. Nice hat or cap. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Rah, 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 rah. It's Wednesday. Rah, 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 rah. Let's see. Jimmy's already going off. Jimmy John's already doing some things. Jimmy John's just so overzealous. Has the damage already been done? It's Mina. Why you don't want Mina? Hey, I got a new picture of Mina too. Perfect.
Darling, let the games begin.
Yep, I got new Mina. Hey, Strange is in the house. Welcome, Strange. And WB, welcome to you. WB, WWW. On the line, rah, 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 rah. There we go.
Mercedes Moné with a chance to add yet another, perhaps the most important championship to her collection in 17 days, Ian.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye.
Tis
That's Matt and Nick Jackson.
Fathers Matthew and Nicholas, your executive vice presidents of AEW. Hey, Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, you guys are teaming up in a tag match tonight. It's in the second hour, and well...
Wait. No. What? We happened to use a little bit of our backstage influence to...
Did we?
Bump that tag team match up.
Oh, what'd they do?
Hey, Swerve, Ospreay, I hope you're prepared because that match isn't later tonight.
Oh, my God.
It actually is right now. Oh. So, go ahead and cue up...
Oh, that match is right now.
Oh, wow. Jeez. That's tough, man.
Dang.
I mean, as they said,
just throw him in a match.
Swerve and Ospreay were not scheduled to compete for more than an hour.
WP he doesn't even care, does he?
Right now,
Oh.
there's a good chance Ospreay's not ready. Maybe Strickland.
Oh, it's time. WB knows. WB, thank you, man. The first cheer of the day. 44 bits. He just ran out here.
Kota Ibushi as Will Ospreay. He's taping up his wrist on the way out here.
Your opening contest is in tag team match at 1 fall.
He just ran out here. He's a...
Weighing 225 pounds, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
Oh, God. Excalibur has to jump in. As you know, the tags. Good job, Excalibur. Glad that you had to jump in there. What would we do if you weren't babbling incessantly over the entrance?
it's not the first time we've seen the Young Bucks do this. A sign of insecurity, perhaps.
It's time for upgrades. It's time for upgrades. We're not afraid of upgrades. Oh my goodness. 39 months? What? Shroom, thank you, man. Your milk smells like cow? Wait, what? What happened, Shroom? Shroom, thank you for 39 months, man. How epic is that?
He's got to warm up for quite a while. You got to be ready to go at any time, Taz, but it looks like Blake Christian, Lee Johnson, not too nervous about this match, almost as if they got a tip from the Young Bucks that this match might be happening early, that they might have a chance to warm up, to prepare.
Oh, I gotta move my fan. Blake Christian, the ice cream man.
That's how the Bucks play it. I mean, they are EVPs.
Oh yeah, I got him.
While Ospreay's music hit, we saw their
Blake Christian, there we go.
before
There's the guy right there.
You're probably right about that.
What a dastardly situation the Young Bucks have put Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland in. Them versus two guys who haven't gotten a win on television in like 3 years. What a dastardly deed these Young Bucks have done. I'll be right back.
But Swerve escapes.
Good leapfrog there by Johnson.
Lovely Johnson's agility, Taz, but it's Swerve able to counter. Looking for the suplex. Whoa!
Lost his footing, but able to get to his corner. Great job by Lee Johnson to get to the corner to take his partner.
And you see,
there we go.
Ospreay still the shiner, the black eye.
I'm back.
The right eye, thanks to the super kicks
In the preschool.
The spiked shoe.
Thank you again, Shroom. And welcome, everyone. James in the house. What's up, James?
Absolutely disgusting scene, Taz.
Welcome.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
it's just the way the
You know what that
Bucks do
means.
business, and, you know, without the Bucks, there's
The
possibly no
tweets are on, guys.
competition
If you could
because they
retweet the
are
tweets, I'd appreciate that.
founding fathers
If maybe you don't use
Twitter
Twitter or X or whatever, maybe you could just hit a like. Hit the like on the stream, guys. A like is very important as well. At least that's what YouTube tells me.
Especially global wrestling organizations.
Like it up, like it up. Thank you to everybody who's already put a like on here. I see a couple of people building the foundation over here.
Ospreay and Strickland, though, of course, there was always that concern that these two might not be on the same page. Swerve at times annoyed with Ospreay.
Yeah, this is true, but to your point,
Swerve and Ospreay are working together pretty well here.
shown right now by Ospreay and Strickland.
And we saw the cohesion. We saw the beginnings of how Swerve and Ospreay could
Did I
coalesce
put the right
as a
date?
duo.
Yeah, I did. Okay. I was a little worried for a second.
Grand Slam Mexico, as Will Ospreay standing sky twister, press the leg is hooked. And
Not enough.
Christian able
Blake
to kick
Christian's
out.
too
But
strong.
unfortunately, Ian, that main event
Not gonna-
did
not gonna
go
beat
in
him
the
easily.
favor of Swerve and Ospreay's side.
No, it had to be disappointing, and it's going to be something that
Shroom with 39 months.
Well, just real quick, guys, Blake Christian,
Upside down cake by Will Ospreay.
Raked the bad eye, the black eye.
Cracked the back of the head of Blake Christian.
Which definitely slowed Will down.
Lee Johnson
But
got
Will
tossed to the
seems
outside.
be, cooking again here on all cylinders, maybe.
Oh my. Wait a minute. Radio with 100 bits.
Right across the face with that cross body.
It's Radio Mania. The Radio KO.
As if
Radio with another 100. Radio, thank you.
and Nicholas Jackson.
100 bits. It's Radio Mania.
Greeted understandably by the chorus of boos, but Blake Christian.
What is going down here? Thank you so much, Radio.
Just saw the opening and
Radio
definitely nailed
doing the dang
Ospreay,
thing.
then just catching Strickland also.
I love that move that Blake Christian does, where he's like upside down between the ropes.
Is our opening contest live on Dynamite.
Where Will and Swerve facing? They're facing Blake Christian and Lee Johnson.
Battle ahead.
Happy Wednesday, Radio.
And
welcome, man.
Have to be careful, Taz. We've talked about how talented Christian is.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Ring of Honor, taking a big jump here to Dynamite, and he's really shown out so far.
Yeah, no, he is, and I think there's an opportunity here probably to get Lee Johnson. I would definitely tag Lee to try and get some pinball effect. And there it is on Ospreay. That's the right way to do it.
Hangman versus Beast Mortos tonight.
Weeks and months, the makings of something eye-catching between Blake Christian and Lee Johnson as these two men grow as a team, as a duo, and as they get those reps inside the ring working together.
Yeah, sure thing. It's all about that, especially with a team, right? You got to have, continuity and consistency and teamwork and chemistry. And usually it helps if you're friends with a guy outside.
Lee Johnson get a little cocky over here.
The far leg is hooked.
But I know Lee Johnson right there almost got a big upset on Will Ospreay.
Now, tag made. Blake Christian back into the mix as Christian cutting off Ospreay. As he was
Cowboy versus a bull.
Tag after Swerve Strickland.
Going after the
Oh, me, oh, my.
I'd probably go after a leg with a guy like Ospreay or
It's the
focus on that
WBKO.
It's black and blue.
Christian could be potentially in looking
It's
to neutralize
WB
his
Radio.
And he's forcing Ospreay to attack from the southpaw position, Taz. He's
100 bits. WB, thank you, man.
That's true. That's true. Still, I mean, with his offense being the aerial assassin, the way he does, that's why I'm saying go after
Put us
the leg.
within
That's my opinion. Not saying it's right.
18% of hitting the bit goal already.
only a former
Thank you,
world
guys.
champion,
Well, I don't want to talk.
Who'd you ever beat?
so who's counting, right? And speaking of former world champs, there's
Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay. They've both made their appeal to Hangman Adam Page. Should Hangman
The Young Bucks are seated on the
John Moxley at all
in the aisle
entrances.
in two chairs.
Ospreay, he asked
Two
for
of
the
the
first shot at Hangman's potential
those new chairs that
next
they got
reign as
the
AEW World Champion.
sponsorship
Swerve
deal with.
Feels like he's owed that shot.
I forget what they're
And
called.
There will be no shortage of suitors. Of
Kick
course, we have
chairs or
a four-way
something.
for the Casino Gauntlet match. Coming up with the winner of that match earning a shot at the AEW World Championship.
the target's never been bigger on the back of the world champion as Blake Christian is soaking in the Seattle crowd here.
Might be a little too much, maybe. We'll see if it works out for Blake. Good balance, though.
AEW Dynamite live
Blake
on
Christian
TBS
walked
and Max,
the
team
entirety of
Swerve
one
Strickland and Will
of
Ospreay right
the
now at a
how you do the
huge
old school, you know, how the Undertaker would do it, but he stops like halfway. Blake went all the way across the rope.
Almost an hour from now, perhaps more than an hour from now, but Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the EVPs. Wow!
Kyle, what's up, man?
This match into action early as we see the young looking
450 splash with authority by Blake. Swerve right there to break it up.
You gotta wonder if that lack of preparation, we go to the replay here, 450 flush across the chest has inhibited Will Ospreay in any way, Taz, either physically or mentally.
Well, definitely could be for sure.
Apparently Blake Christian and
Ospreay's
Lee
right
Johnson,
there,
they're
by the way. You
doing
gotta
some
get Strickland in this thing 'cause he's taking
doing
a
some work,
whooping
performing
for sure.
some
He's
magic
trying to
over
get
here,
to Swerve.
going toe to toe with the
Christian trying to anchor
let's say
himself.
two
the center
maybe
of the ring.
most unbeatable superstars in all of AEW besides maybe like two other people.
Trying to fight his way over
Maybe
for
Moxley
some
and
relief from
Hangman.
Swerve Strickland. Ospreay. The drops off the Enziguri.
I don't know. It's like Blake Christian and Lee Johnson have some insider information about how to beat these two.
As Swerve Strickland breaks through Blake Christian, or breaks through Lee Johnson,
Blake's through.
taking out both members of the opposition.
This guy Excalibur, man.
Go on there. The buckle bomb in the corner.
Sounds like he's physically tripping as he's sitting on commentary.
Just one to the spine.
Well, throughout his career, right up here in the Pacific Northwest, outside of Seattle, man, in Seattle, I should say.
Yeah,
this man right here has done a lot of great matches.
Okay, Lee Johnson catches a kick to the head on the outside.
Tonight we will be just minutes away from Matthew and Nicholas Jackson's hometown, but hold on a second.
Swerve did a flatliner on Blake that hit him so hard that he ended up on his forehead.
AEWTIX.com right on the doorstep of Rancho Cucamonga 1 week from tonight, but back to
I was your probably asking how was my weekend. My weekend was okay.
Backs up the former world champ.
Good hip toss there by Strickland. Gotta watch your back. Oh, ooh, broke that.
Whoa! Amazing! What timing, what anticipation! And what a brain buster, what a combination there by Swerve and Ospreay!
Time for the house call. Looks like Swerve and Ospreay are going to pick up the win here.
Is poised to make a house call!
There you go. All right. There you go. Took them a bit longer than I anticipated to take care of these two, but there you have it. Swerve and Ospreay pull off the win.
The early start time. Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay showed their quality. And wait a second.
Wait a second. There's a bunch of security to keep Swerve away from the Young Bucks.
Yeah, they wanted a piece, but security.
I think Hayter returns for the women's gauntlet. I don't know, Eric.
Tempers flaring here as we're 17 days away from All in Texas.
It would be nice if she was involved, but I have a bad feeling that she's on the back burner forever now. Or well, at least until they need her again, and then she'll show up. I guess making Swerve and Will a tag team keeps them working. Since Hanger and Mox have, yeah, Joe Soup.
Oh, yeah? So how about we do something about it?
Hey, Super Mario, what's up, man?
The feeling, the most dangerous man in AEW, the aerial assassin, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay. What about it? Against the Young Bucks. And I got just the perfect place to do it. Yeah, what?
That all in?
All in.
Yes, bruv.
I don't know if you guys feel it, but I feel we should up the stakes just a little bit.
What are the stakes?
There's a certain level of respect that we have to feel forced, that we have to give to you guys, because you are the founding fathers of AEW. But the reality is, it's because of the people that supported you, that were the reason that AEW existed. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe we're all done with that power that you keep abusing. You guys
What are we gonna do?
more harm than good for this place, so let's strip that power from you. All in, Swerve, Ospreay, the Young Bucks. Put the EVP titles on the line.
The EVP title on the line? Why would they do that? Swerve stomped everybody.
And the path is clear. The challenge made.
Why would they do that, though? Why would the Young Bucks agree to this?
He's asking for.
I would just be like, no thanks. No thank you, but nice try.
That amount of power, that amount of money.
Be like, warm up the jet. We're out of here.
That's just me.
Well, we see them.
Imagine that. EVP Swerve and EVP Ospreay.
A skinny Drew McIntyre?
Bucks clinging to power as it
Your
is.
dad doesn't watch wrestling, but he knows who Drew McIntyre is?
The depths they would go
That's interesting.
Wow, a massive challenge thrown out by Swerve and Ospreay, but fans, let's take you back.
I don't know why the Young Bucks would make that official at all. I'd just be like, no. Nice try, but no. I don't agree. Have fun at All In. We're not gonna see you there. I would just be like, I would just straight up punk them if they tried that with me.
In this world, and you don't have one friend left. Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, a huge.
It's like if some guy just came in here who has like his own stream. He's like, "That's it, Gritty. You versus me in Street Fighter. And if you lose, Gritty, you can never stream again." And I'm like, "That's it. You're on." What? Why would I give that up? Why would I give you that? Doesn't make any sense. Randy, what's up, man?
I'm gonna put you in the same hospital with your golden lover friend Kenny Omega. This is not gonna stand. Trent Beretta will face Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi is a dangerous.
Kota Ibushi versus Trent. Up next, the triumphant return of Kota Ibushi. Normally if you're gonna be able to do something like that, if you're gonna get somebody to be able to give up a title or something, you have to have something that they want too, you know. What do Will Ospreay and Swerve have that the Young Bucks would want, that they would be willing to give up the EVP position, you know? I don't get it. Yeah, Trent returned recently. What if they make the match and don't show up? Dang, that would make some of the fans upset, because you know there's some people who would be buying tickets just to see the Young Bucks. They still probably draw a couple of tickets. I know they're not as popular as they were before, but I'm sure there would be a couple upset people who actually paid money to see them at All In that would be like, what? I feel like Trent has missed his stride since leaving the Best Friends. Yeah, well, he was injured for a long time too, so that didn't help. The NAB draft. We're gonna watch the NAB draft. The NBA draft? I don't know, dude. I don't even know who half these people are these days. Like, somebody just said something about Cooper Flag. I'm just like, who the heck is Cooper Flag? It sounds like some sort of like coach for Little League, or like Pop Warner football or something. Who the heck is Cooper Flag? I don't even know who half these people are, man. If I knew more, I could really probably give you some insight, but I have no idea. I don't keep up with it enough to really give anybody a cool insight. And I don't want to pretend, you know. There are a lot of people who just pretend like they know what's up. I don't know what's up. But what do you think? Maybe you telling me would be more interesting, because I have no idea who's on what teams and all that. You've been seeing a few posts lately from Wardlow. Nice. We've seen that he's going to be in that American Gladiators. That's more interesting to me than anything that he'd probably be doing here. Because you know what would happen here. He would return, and then the next week he'd be fighting Trent or something, or it'd be in like a 12-man tag match or something. I'd rather him be on American Gladiators. I'll watch that. I like Wardlow, man, but it's just it gets disappointing caring about certain wrestlers here. Double-footed stomp. Stomped everybody.
And right now, I understand Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the founding fathers, perhaps with a rebuttal.
Try to be an action hero draft. First pick of anyone in history. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Dumbass, do you not realize what you just did?
Oh, it's the Young Bucks.
That little trick you just played? Oh, you're so stupid. Per the AEW employee handbook, you put your hands on an AEW official. Yeah. You know what that means? That means you're suspended for the week without pay. Get his ass out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Hey, relax, guys. Hey, you okay? Yeah. I want to introduce my new friend.
Hey, it's Okada.
Well. Oh, boys. Who would have thought?
From the days of Okada and Roppongi Vice and Chaos, feuding with you guys in the Bullet Club, to all of us on the same side.
Yeah, well, listen, we have a long past, right? And we like all of you guys. Your boss, however, kind of a prick. Careful with him. But listen, one common goal, that's right. That one common goal.
Bruce Lee. Yeah, well, you know how I think about things, Shringun. Hopefully you know by now the way I think about things.
And speaking of common goals, the other common goal is to hurt Kenny Omega. And what better way to hurt Kenny Omega than to hurt his golden lover, Trent?
Guys, I want you to watch what I'm about to do to Ibushi. I think you're gonna love it.
Oh, I like that.
Go get him.
All right. Maybe this is gonna work out after all, huh?
Maybe there's an alliance here between the Young Bucks and the Don Callis family.
Remember, this is temporary.
This is temporary. Oh, really?
Well, Kazuchika Okada, Continental Champion, the newest member.
Interesting.
Of the family. The man who will be facing Kenny Omega in 17
I
days
see.
time.
Oh, me oh my.
And the man that went face to face, toe to toe.
You got your rules and your religion.
First appearance in AEW in 2
All
years.
designed to keep you strange. Strange, thank you for the tip, man. Our first tip of the day.
Approaching the ring from Kagoshima, Japan. Weight 205 pounds. The Golden.
Oh my goodness. Jimmy Johns, don't do it. Jimmy Johns is running up on us. Alright, let's get the Young Bucks out of here. Alright, where's he at? There he is. Did I hear that Gable and El Grande? No, where are you hearing this, Kyle? If you're gonna put news in the chat, please list your sources, guys. Ospreay! Ospreay! Yo, Goki, thank you for the bits. From Heel Josh. Okay, so don't put it in the chat then. No rumors, spoilers, or dirt sheets are allowed in my chat, please. Especially not from just some streamer. It has to be from an official source, guys. From like ESPN or WWE themselves. Or the person who you're talking about. Like if Chad Gable said it on his official social media or something. Not some streamer said it. So, thank you for citing your source, but we don't do that in here. We don't do the rumor, spoiler, dirt sheet stuff.
But also because Ibushi falls outside of Callis' sphere of influence.
Please and thank you. No, it's all good, man. I know what I do here is not. It's not the normal thing. A lot of people need clickbait and rumors and all that stuff to like be interested in a show. We don't do that because the show itself is interesting enough, and we can speculate about things and give our opinions. But once you start getting into rumors and spoilers and dirt sheet nonsense, that's when the show starts mattering less, and that's when stuff starts getting like actually not as cool, because now you already know who's showing up. Now you know who's gonna fight for what title in 3 months or something, and now it's like the show itself becomes kind of secondary or even tertiary to like, oh, I heard this is gonna happen. So that's why we don't do it in here. Plus, it just spoils the fun when you already know what's gonna happen. So that's why I just don't allow it in the chat. I know it's not the most popular way to watch wrestling. I know everybody and their grandma thinks the way to be a fan now is to know everything behind the scenes, but I think that's led to a lot of people not liking wrestling as much as they should or could, because they don't let the storytellers tell the story anymore. They get way ahead of schedule, and then on top of that, they get disappointed about things that were never even promised by the show itself. I've seen so many people get mad about like outcomes of certain matches, and it's because they read something ahead of time, and so they think that they're like promised something that wasn't even on the show.
He has wrestled intermittently over the last 2 years, dealing with a litany of injuries from a very hard style of professional wrestling. But right now, the crucifix escaped by Beretta, but the same could also be said by Trent.
I love wrestling too, man, and I think it's better when you let the storytellers tell the stories instead of like some streamer who doesn't work there, or some dirt sheet guy who's just making up stuff to get people interested or get clicks on their website or whatever. So it's nothing against those people. I understand people need to make money or whatever, but I think the most important thing about wrestling is letting the wrestlers tell the story, not some other website and other stuff that's not even connected to it, really.
Four-time IWGP Tag Team Champions, right? So meaning Trent and Rocky.
And to win those championships, a few of those times they had to beat Matthew and Nicholas Jackson.
Sounds like speculation, Strange. Sounds like speculation. Well, what did you actually read on the site? You know, that he's injured, that he's got an injury. That's where the news story probably really ended, though, right? So everything else is just not actual news.
Trent Beretta doing a good job of distracting the referee's attention. She never saw the mugging on the floor that just executed by Rocky Romero.
Yeah, well, they're playing the referee perfectly.
You're grounded. You're not grounded. It's just I do need to explain this every now and then because some people just don't know. Some people don't know that we don't do spoilers and rumors and dirt sheet stuff in here, and they probably are like, why? Why not, Gritty? So I think it's best that I explain it.
That could be his biggest weakness here.
And especially when he's fighting for revenge, essentially.
Yeah, speculation, exactly. So, I mean, if you're going to list speculation, then just list your own opinion, because I know most people in here are not a physician. Most people in here don't know Chad Gable personally to even know, like, how differently he's acting or how different he is physically right now than he was before this current thing that happened. So it's just literally people being like, I think, so just say I think this is going to happen or something, because anything else is just, that's what it is. It's just speculation by people who probably never spent a day in medical school and don't know what they're talking about.
You're going to wrestle every match like it's your last, which I respect that. That's going to take some toll on.
And then at that point, it's not news. At that point, we can have a conversation about what we think, and I'd rather do that than it be reported like it's official and stuff.
Multiple surgeries, multiple fusion surgeries. Kota Ibushi standing moonsault press. 2. And Beretta able to break free.
No, it's difficult. When you do this for a living and you have the style of a Trent, of an Ibushi, of an
hard
Ospreay,
enough traversing the internet, dodging fake news without having to worry about it in here, you know.
You can't explain it.
Ibushi was looking for
stayed at a Holiday Inn one night.
Able to escape out of it and landing a powerful thrust kick, dropping Ibushi.
Great extension on that kick by Trent. And I think Trent realizes he might be for sure in the driver's seat here.
I would put a prediction on this, but there's not really a need to do a prediction on this match.
Slow to get to his feet. Oh, there's Beretta. Ibushi planted on the back of his head. Now Trent.
And the Gotch style pile driver.
Dang, pile drivers. Welcome back. Welcome back, Ibushi. Ibushi's getting slammed on his head for his return.
The lights are on, but it did not seem like anyone was home there for Kota Ibushi.
He might have just been kicking out on muscle memory there, all the years of competing at high-level matches, you know. But Trent,
I did not see that interview yet, Joseph. No, I haven't.
I mean, not just the prospect.
Only seen like a little clip of it.
Kota Ibushi has, but also doing the Don Callis family's dirty work. It's together in unison.
Correct. Open palm strikes here.
Swing and a miss, though.
Half and half.
Oh, but Ibushi rolled through to his feet. Intercepts the lariat.
Oh my goodness.
Dragon suplex.
Nice suplex by Ibushi here.
Of Trent.
And Beretta unable to roll through like Ibushi. Ibushi had that big surge of adrenaline. The momentum carried him through. Can he ride that wave to victory?
Yeah, James, it's kind of becoming the.
Certainly thinks that Ibushi
How do you put it?
cross the finish line here.
But Ibushi, the kick, Beretta.
You know, like those toys that
Counter there.
the evil kid in Toy Story had. It's starting to kind of be like that. Just a bunch of misfit toys. Oh wow, dude, that looked like a 3 count to me right there. Aubrey Edwards let Ibushi get out of that. That was a 3. Trent had him.
But he did kick out, meaning Ibushi.
Beretta maintaining wrist control of Kota.
Yeah, the Don Callis family, it's kind of looking like that. The misfit toys. Jay Montez, welcome.
When you have that wrist control, Trent's got a great grip, and he got blocked with that overhook, double overhook.
Double overhooks by Kota Ibushi, bringing Beretta down to the mat, and now Ibushi, the foot stomps into a
Foot
seated
stomp
position
and then
Rosa.
sat on him.
Go for a pin, but it does not appear that the Golden Star is done.
Well, once you get that double overhook, it's almost like a front salto before you do a suplex. You can control the guy's body easily, and that's what Ibushi did to Trent.
Looked like Ian, perhaps that Ibushi was thinking the Kamigoye, that big driving knee strike to the face. Beretta. Oh,
I think that's it, right? That's the one you were just talking about. Oh, and I think that was a couple.
Kota Ibushi wins. Cracked him with 2 knees back to back. One knee to the face, a leaping knee right to Beretta's head, and then he had him on his knees and kneed him in the face like the BTE trigger kind of, but holding a guy's arms like both towards you.
No time to celebrate Mr. Ibushi.
The AEW Continental Champion.
Okada's out here.
Kazuchika Okada, longtime rival of Kota Ibushi, even longer time rival of Kenny Omega. The
Real
AEW
American
International
Freestyle only
Champion,
sold 380 tickets for their show in August. Where are you getting numbers for that?
To unify the Continental International Championsship, the winner of that match will be crowned the inaugural.
I didn't even know you could buy tickets for that.
Unified champion at All In Texas.
A match so big it could only be held in Texas. But this stare down, Taz. Look at the tension here between these two rivals.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Okada retreating Ibushi. He's primed. He's ready to go.
Sent a message without saying a word, Okada did.
You said Ticketmaster. What? Wait, what? Ticketmaster shows you how many tickets are sold? How do you find that? 22 likes. Let's go. Radio, thank you, man. I'm your favorite streamer, Kyle? Nice, man. You should come to my Twitch channel. I do. If you're only seeing me stream on YouTube, you're probably getting like maybe 10% of what I do. So if you like my streams, you should get to my Twitch channel. That's where you get a lot more of what I put online. And is Okada gonna say that word again? You mean the applause word? The universal applause word? Oh, it's John Moxley.
It's the present moment.
Mox Johnley.
Fingers like sand. Hangman Page has lost hold of what's come before 1,000 times over, and here it is in his hand again. Will he grab it? Take hold of it? Will he show up for it like it's shown up for him?
Is this his mom's spaghetti shirt right here?
Why would I?
Sounds like he's
the cowboy
getting some lyrics in.
He's afraid.
Michael, thank you, man.
Not afraid of me. It's not a fear of failure. Hangman Page is afraid to become what the world needs him to be. Shies away. Oh, shucks. No, I'm not so special. For a guy like me, who's walked the path that I've walked.
Sounded like he was trying to get some lyrics going.
Here today, the world champion.
Cheapest ticket is like $180. Really, Joseph? Dang. I checked their tickets today, and they were much cheaper than that.
Sympathy for your plight, for your crybaby emo crap. World champion. doesn't shy away from responsibility. The world champion walks into the fire and does not take a single ounce of crap from anybody. You make me absolutely sick. Reach out and grab it, man. To shy away from your gifts, what you've been given. Whatever, man. You ain't what these people think you are. On July 12th, while you're fiddling around with your emotional turmoil.
Oh, is it one of the smaller? Okay, that's probably why.
I don't care who's not your friend.
It's probably like a smaller, more intimate arena, so they probably have higher ticket sales because you're going to be up closer normally. That might be what it is. There you go. Okay, Joe Soup. It makes sense now. I was like,
on July 12th, you're going to be getting dumped on the top of your skull. On July 12th, I show the world what the world champion looks like. You gotta start looking for another job.
I think he's right too. I think that people placing their like rah in Hangman right now, they're gonna be in the same boat as all the rest of the like
AR Fox
little like flavor of the month distractions. I've been saying this for months now. There's nobody taking that title off of Moxley but Darby Allin. He's the one they actually set up to be the saving grace, the guy who actually cared about getting the whole everybody together and defending this place and caring about what this place stands for, and like all the stuff that they're having Ospreay say today is the stuff that Darby was saying when this Death Rider stuff started. He's the guy who's gonna do it, and until then, it's just they're just flavor of the month distractions to just keep the show running until Darby's back. And I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. We've already waded through so much of the Death Rider stuff. I just want it to end in a good way. I don't want it to just end because they chickened out or because they decided to get to the end of it prematurely before it was supposed to work out. We've gone through so much. We've sat here so often just wading through not so great angles, not so great shows of the Death Riders doing the same thing over and over again. It doesn't matter that much to me anymore that we just get it over with. It matters to me that this was all for something. Like this all mattered in the end. And I think the way to do that is have Darby be the one to end it, not just end it quickly, because we've already put so much blood and tears into this. We should see it end the right way and not just see it end just to get it over with. That would make this all be for nothing if they just were like, okay, we're done. It's fine. Whatever. Sorry, guys. We wasted 8 months of your time. But at least we ended it now, right? I'd rather that 8 months actually be for something. And I think Darby's the one that'll make it feel like, okay, that's a cherry on top of a mud sundae or something. Bobby, watch the language, man. It's a family show here. Family show. You're not timed out or anything, but I got to delete your message because it's a family show. But I think that's what's up. And I've been like I said, I've been saying this for, gosh, since like November last year. So yeah, it's almost 8 months now. I think the only way to end this and make it worth something is just to end it the right way with what they originally probably were planning.
With our world champion John Moxley.
It's AR Fox,
it wasn't a victory for you.
The most losingest television wrestler maybe ever, besides maybe like Gilbert or something.
I'm going, but AR Fox, whoa, calm down. I came here with no animosity, with no ill will. Actually, the opposite, in fact. I don't know how aware you are, but over the past couple
coming
of
out
weeks,
of a deep freeze. Yeah, I didn't get any update on if he made it back down though. I hear that coming back down is harder.
Quest for gold become a reality.
Does anybody have like an official update on what's up with Darby? Did he make it down?
Just about everything that it takes to help me and join my crew. And what better way to test that out than you and I? We team up tonight against those two. You and I, we team up against those two chumps: Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, Jet Speed. What do you say we take them out tonight, you and I?
You team up.
Man, I knew it. I knew it. Thank you so much. I knew you was going to say yes.
He made him shake his hand.
Never forgets his handshakes. Never goes back on his promises. Never goes back on his promises. You and I are going to take him out tonight.
He read some things. Well, yeah, but I mean, if he made it down, that'd probably be something that he would post. So it's probably not a rumor at that point.
Well, Fox kind of
Did he say something? Did he post something?
It was just kind of sitting there, you know. Ricochet,
Oh, they're gonna do it right now.
An opening that may or may not have been there.
This is a tag team
Yes.
bout set for one fall. Introducing
There we
first.
go.
Show some love for Ricochet.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm wearing sunglasses.
Enough is enough. It's time for him to be beaten. See, that's what I'm talking about, though, Bobby. Would you rather that all this was just for nothing and they just get the title off of him immediately, and then it's just Hangman walking around with the title? Like, how's that gonna be better than them actually like finishing the story the right way?
Now, if I was AR Fox, Excalibur, I would have a problem with the amount of I's and me's in the statements that Ricochet had. Because to me, Ricochet made it about him.
Certainly, and I think that's a large part of the reluctance being shown by AR Fox, who, you know, I mean, he's had a series.
Ricochet's theme song sounds so evil. I like it.
But unfortunately, has been able to make.
He said, "Show some love."
Perhaps
Show some love for Ricochet.
Ricochet could set the ship right for AR Fox. I guess we'll find out.
And their opponents.
Oh, they have a tag team theme song now. Kevin Knight and Speedball.
I want to talk about a very unexpected but very successful union. Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, both men joining the ranks of AEW very recently and coming together quite successfully as a duo.
Certainly found some fast chemistry, Taz. These two.
Yeah, we can't do the speedball, speedball. We can't sing that song right now.
Guys, as you pointed out,
You grew up in Edgehead? Nice.
Match as long as, look, if you're AR Fox, you got to be careful here. You know, with Ricochet, he's a little sketchy. Let's be honest. I don't know if you guys realize that.
We could put a prediction on this one.
He's been talking about adding.
Yeah, I know, Joe Soup. I feel the same way, man. Dude's a corny. He's like
Not everyone can do it alone.
He's, gosh, how would I put it? How can I put it here? I'll put in the prediction and then I'll think about it. Who will win?
Bailey taking Fox out of the proceedings, and now Ricochet finding himself neutralized at the hands and feet of Jet Speed.
AR Ricochet? R Ricochet.
Knight. Oh, and now tag made. AR Fox
R Ricochet.
into the fray.
Or Speed Jet.
Yeah, but he tagged Fox and threw him into the fire.
Man, they love these like crossover tag names. All right, predictions are open on YouTube, guys. Get your prediction in now if you'd like for it to count.
Fox ensured it would be so, as now AR vaulting over the rope. The foot stop, the senton for Bailey on the floor.
AR Fox extremely innovative for sure with his offense.
It's time to do moves, guys. Here come a bunch of moves.
See, Ricochet's taking credit for it. He's saying, see, I know what I'm doing. He didn't do anything, but he's taking credit.
Taz, it's this innovative high-flying offense.
R Ricochet. Or Speed Jet.
Fox in recent weeks. I mean, it feels like he's just one win away from something really special here. I guess. You got me. That's the receipt.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Great showing.
All right, predictions are open on YouTube and Twitch, guys. Get your prediction in now if you'd like for it to count. As we've seen, it's been a bit back and forth between YouTube and Twitch. I'd say both platforms have had some more dominant times recently over each other, so it's kind of back and forth. This would be a good show to get some momentum going for either platform. So make sure you guys get a prediction in.
Well, he is doing
see what we got. Who will draw first blood tonight? Kick or not kick? Twitch or YouTube?
You're exactly right, Ian, and that's what Fox can't do because Ricochet's on the floor.
Now Ricochet up to the apron. Fox needed the midsection on Kevin Knight. As fireman's carry. Knight
out of everybody here, I would say AR Fox is the most expendable in terms of taking a pin.
He came in illegally and left.
I mean, he's used to it by now. I'd say the average viewer is used to it by now too.
As did AR Fox, and now jet speed. Taking flight here.
Jet speed taking flight here.
As the action continues tonight live on Dynamite on TBS and streaming on Max. Don't go anywhere.
That actually looked like it might have hurt Ricochet's back there. He landed, the crossbody landed kind of low on him. Looked like he had to crunch down and take that. Hey, it's Rick Dawson.
Knight telegraphed that. AR Fox made him pay. And now Fox,
nice DDT.
Knight maintaining control of his head. Fox floats over.
It's just rolling around on the ground stuff.
And Knight able to kick out once again. That innovative offense of AR Fox coming into play.
A lot of the moves on television that you see over the years of that caliber, the tags made.
You hit the like, thank you. You guys have been lighting it up today. Thank you very much to everybody who hit the like.
Ricochet tagged himself.
We need those likes.
Not happy about it.
Yeah, to make sure Kevin Knight was nice and worn down, Taz.
Not kidding.
Uppercut between the shoulder blades, kick across the chest. Ricochet.
Oh my goodness.
Fun at the expense of his opponent, but don't rest easy, Ricochet, because Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey not out of this fight yet.
WB with the bits.
Right hands being delivered.
WB. Woo.
I like he calls the ref by his first name, Rick Knox. I like he called him Rick.
Oh, and the perfect 10. Hit him with the 10. WB. Thank you, man. Hit him with the bits. WB.
Stay out of this, Ian.
Doing it up. Thank you, man.
Be careful.
It's the WB.
Snapmare there.
Go back.
Right now, 50% of YouTube believes that our Ricochet is going to win. Which means 50% believes it's going to be Speed Jet.
There's a cover here.
Oh, leg hooked. One.
Your leg hooked. As Kevin Knight able to escape, but Ricochet doing a good job of keeping himself.
Oh, disrespectful.
Tough mentally. If you're Kevin Knight, you know you
palm to the face of Ricochet makes him start taking it personal. Putting a stomping on Kevin Knight.
Have a head as shiny as Ricochet's.
Well, fair point.
Look at this. The Knight
I couldn't place their new theme. It just sounded like some stuff. I don't know. I think I have to hear it when it's on its own.
Telling AR Fox, take advantage of Kevin Knight.
He's trying to win.
That was funny. He's telling him cheat. I don't cheat. That's not Fox. He's telling him right from the referee. That's what I'm laughing at. Just tell him, just come on.
Just cheat in front of the ref.
I often ask myself that, Taz.
Lowered his base here, Knight did.
Tag team action continues tonight live on Dynamite, just 17 days away from All In Texas. The odd couple of Ricochet and AR Fox having some success here, almost unexpectedly against Jet Speed. Ian
spoke too soon.
Excalibur, you were right. Unfortunately, that statement is maybe no longer true.
Two athletes not on the same page here.
They're not getting along.
Watching this, but they're not having fun in the ring.
Why did Ricochet even come up with this? Like, I'm gonna put together a tag match tonight, and I'm gonna pick somebody out of nowhere, and my match is gonna be up next. Like, what kind of plan was this?
Bailey coming in, and Speedball are flying.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Wow!
All In Texas against Night of Champions. Who wins? Like in what regard?
Speedball Mike Bailey seizing on this opening running shooting star press. The leg is hooked. The cover is made, but Ricochet Ricochet the break.
Oh, that's a great team captain right there. Ricochet making that save. Has a tag right now by Knight.
All In will probably have higher rated matches.
Double bypass, double drop kick from Jet Speed. As Ricochet sent to the outside.
Oh, well, All In doesn't get ratings. They're pay-per-view.
The lariat from Kevin Knight. Knight makes the cover. 2 and
Night of Champions is going to be on Peacock and Netflix, so there'll probably be more people watching Night of Champions altogether.
Tomorrow night, 8/7 Central on TNT, streaming on Max. A speedball Mike Bailey, I think maybe his orbital bone catching the step, and Kevin Knight, his orbital bone colliding with Ricochet's.
Oh, I hear you, Bobby. I understand. I don't like the Death Rider stuff either, but I just feel like I've already went through so much of it. I'd rather it just end the way that they meant it to end than just get it over with. I've already been through so much. It's like eating. It's like eating your dinner and like your parents are like, you gotta eat your broccoli. You know, it's like, all right, I'll just eat the broccoli. I mean, thanks for dinner. I might not like the broccoli, but I'd still rather appreciate everything for what it is than to just be like, no, and just get up and run off.
That's the thing. Bailey trusts Knight. He's going straight to the corner. Fox looking for Ricochet Excalibur. He's not there.
Ricochet looks like the last thing he
oh yeah,
wants is to
oh yeah,
take to this
Shroom.
match.
Absolutely, a million billion percent.
And that's exactly how it played
You have a theory about Moxley? What is it? But that's just a theory, a John Mox theory.
AR Fox is in a 2-on-1 situation, which is tough.
Oh. Great precision there by Kevin Knight as the sky high delivered. And the Jet, Kevin Knight, who began his pro wrestling journey
Ricochet's just watching Kevin Knight destroy AR Fox. UFO. UFO splash. For the 1, for the 2, for the 3. It's done. Yep. AR Fox gets pinned. There we go. Jet Speed. They gotta win.
That man did. He screwed over AR Fox.
Mentally not there, just almost on a different plane, Excalibur. Well,
oh yeah, they still haven't done any of that, Rick Dawson. We still don't know who the heck Kevin Knight even is. He's just some guy that showed up. And he likes to wrestle.
arguably talent on paper, Taz. Ricochet and AR Fox either equal or greater than Jet Speed, but Jet Speed found a way.
Yes. Right now, let's head to the top of the ramp where our colleague, the ineffable Tony Schiavone, is standing in a
they're going to talk? They're going to talk to Kevin Knight?
Thank you very much. Jet Speed with another
let's see.
win. You gentlemen
This
are
could be
red
interesting.
hot in the tag team wars, no doubt.
Tony, you're right. And with great power comes great responsibility. But the AEW Tag Team Championships have been held hostage for way too long. And it's time for someone to come to their rescue.
You know what? My partner is 100% right. Those tag team titles been held hostage worse than OKC been holding the Supersonics hostage all these years. So it's time for those tag team titles to come home. And that's around the waist of Jet Speed. And I got a little song to sing for y'all tonight.
Oh, he's going to sing?
How's that one song go? It goes, 1, 2, you hear the clock ticking, tick, tock. Hurt Syndicate, we about to hurt some feelings. Cause at
That's the
AEW
song?
All In Texas, Jet Speed, we coming.
Oh, Hurt Syndicate, jump them. Hurt Syndicate are here to destroy them for that weak rhyme. At least they gave him a little bit of... Oh, dude, they did the thing again. Remember the thing? I should have seen this coming. Where, like, they suddenly give you a win and then they give you the mic and then your very next person you're going to fight is for the title. They did the thing, dude. I should have known this is what was up.
There's the Jet.
I should have seen it coming, dude. They did the same thing with the Outrunners, the Gates of Agony. I should have seen this coming, dude. Available on Spotify? Please don't play that, Strange. Please don't ever play that. I don't want to hear that ever again. I don't ever want to hear the 1-2 tick-tock, the clock is ticking, or whatever he said. Please don't ever do that one.
With some urgency there is Lashley. Oh, Benjamin will snap suplex on the outside. Might be another one coming here. No,
oh my goodness.
There's ice underneath. About an inch of padding.
Hang on. Thinking that table is not for snacks and a little meatloaf. You know what I'm saying?
And we saw last week at Grand Slam Mexico, the Hurt Syndicate, they were assaulting Mystico after the match. It was Jet Speed that came out to save Mystico to even the odds.
At least these guys have been trying to beat up the Hurt Syndicate for a couple weeks. This isn't as abrupt as it normally has been. I'll give them that.
Just took his air right from him.
This is a little retribution for Mexico.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, Strange. Don't do it.
Bobby Lashley.
No.
Spike to the table.
On top of Knight.
Are they proud of this, Carmen?
Somebody give me a microphone. I don't blame them. You best be careful when you call out the tag team champions. These are two veterans.
Now that we've taken care of that little bit of business, can I please have the tag team champions titles brought out to them? Thank you very much. Gentlemen, shall we proceed and take care of business the right way? Production truck, music, please.
Somebody's about to die. I like that beginning of the song. Somebody's about to die. Oh, man.
Proper presentation for the tag team champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, MVP, MJF, and the AEW
We heard people.
champions, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Syndicate.
Please don't tell me that Excalibur is going to talk over the chanting.
For All in Texas, saying that they were ready to free those AEW World Tag Team Championships from the grips of the Hurt Syndicate. But it was the Hurt Syndicate making a statement here tonight.
Taking no chances, Taz. They're looking on jet speed.
No, I mean, listen, jet speed.
Who is Disney? Who's that?
12th in Texas at All In.
We heard people. How to rate Dynamite so far, James? I don't do that in the middle of the show. We do it after the show. Just stick around after Dynamite, and I take everybody's ratings and I give my rating, and then we figure out if the show gets a full point, a half a point, or 0 points. So just stick around for the review, man. I do that immediately after the show.
The almighty Bobby Lashley. I am absolutely begging you, please, will someone stand up to the AEW Tag Team Champions? Please, somebody do it. Somebody stand up. And speaking of stand up, I'll say this. If Jet Speed can even stand up after that beating they received, I would be all too willing to give them an opportunity to face these behemoths at All In Texas for the AEW Tag Team Championships. On the
Yes. Yo. Joe Soup, thank you, man.
Thank you, Montel.
Joe Soup, hooking it up. It's John Cena.
I'm talking, Washington. I'm talking.
Joe Soup, killing it. Thank you so much, man. $10 super chat. Super chat, super chat.
Last week, I unmasked
And I
We hurt people.
The Lucha Libre legend.
Joe Soup.
Known as Mr.
Excuse me for a second.
Thank you.
You idiots really should show some respect to one of the most amazing athletes ever to set foot in this city.
True. Generational talent. You're welcome. I shouldn't have even came here. You don't deserve me. But I'm not here to talk about all
Heck
my
yeah, Joe
accolades
Soup with the
and
hookup. $10. Thank you so much, man.
For crying out loud, Montel, it's only a 2-hour show.
No, that's fine. You know, they're upset because they really haven't seen an athlete as spectacular as you since the Sonics left.
So the reason
Hey, he said the thing that they just said before.
I will be entering a qualifying match for the men's casino gauntlet at All In Texas. And when I win, because I'm going to
I forgot.
win, I am going to get one step closer to what is rightfully
Let's see
mine.
what the prediction is like. AR Ricochet won on Twitch. So that means YouTube won.
Not your crooked cowboy Hangman, but my
YouTube
AEW
draws first blood.
World Championship.
1-0. YouTube's ahead of Twitch. They got the prediction more correct.
Our music.
Reach for the sky, boy.
You want to talk about qualifying for the Casino Gauntlet match? This man, Mark Briscoe, he could earn that #1 spot in the men's Casino Gauntlet match at All In Texas.
There we go.
We all know
It's Mark Briscoe.
Talk all night long. However, my man Mikey behind this curtain with the headset on, you know, the producer, he said, Max is taking too long once again. Chicken, we got to hit your music because you got a match. Get him boys out of the ring.
Sherry,
so
welcome.
You would so kindly exit the ring so I can come down there and take care of business.
Business.
Only one Briscoe.
I got this, Montel. Hey, nobody asked you. Shut the hell up.
It's kind of a messed up piece of commentary that just said there's only one Briscoe.
Let me explain something
kind of a
to you, Mark Briscoe.
messed up way to say it. You should have said there's only one Mark Briscoe.
About what time it is, we can take up as much time as we want, because unlike you, we're actually stars. Now, I know these people like you. You like Mark Briscoe, huh? Yeah. Mark, let me tell you why they like you. They like you because they can relate to you. They all grew up dirt ugly and dirt poor. I'm willing to bet all these schmucks in this arena and everyone watching at home has about as many bills in their pockets as you do teeth in your mouth. So here's some advice for you. I think you should leave because if you get in this ring, Lord knows you're just going to do what you always do. You're going to lose, man. You're going to lose. So go back to what you do best. Go back to your ranch in Delaware and pick up chicken shit, you blue-collar bitch.
Oh, he said the applause word.
Max,
now
you're
what?
hilarious, my friend. But you know, I see right through you, man. I see your inner turmoil, that pain, the place where all these hurtful comments come from, man. I know, you said it yourself. You was bullied as a child. And all
He was
these
bullied as a
comments,
child.
They come from a place of hurt inside yourself, man. So the word of the day is empathy, Max.
He's the smartest guy out here suddenly. Empathy. Empathy.
So, Seattle, if you will please let me empathize with this man and put myself in your shoes, Max. I think you're trying to compensate for something.
Uh-oh.
I feel like all these hurtful comments and words that come from your mouth come from a place of insufficiency and
insufficiency.
a place of well, let me put it this way. If I'm Maxwell Jacob Freeman and I've been going damn near 30 years with a little teeny tiny kosher pickle in my pants.
Oh.
Then I would probably want to hang out with these fellas too.
Oh. Bobby Lashley's cracking up. Lashley can't keep it together. Yeah. He said, I want to hang out with these guys too.
So how about you and I, with the rest of the syndicate, we exit the ring.
Kosher pickle. Oh my goodness. This is the best part of the show so far.
We will exit the ring, and we will leave Mark Briscoe to do what he does better than anybody else. We'll go in the back and we'll watch him lose.
Well, smart of MVP to try and calm down MJF. That's good mentorship in my view.
Yeah, but MJF.
This was good, man. I like this.
Gotten to by the words of Mark Briscoe, to say the least.
Specifically, kosher pickle is Mark Briscoe using some very colorful
Damn, boys.
Well, he didn't say jerkins. That's different, right? For some
well, he did use that.
Was that word? You know, the jerkins pickle. Gherkins. I thought it was jerkins.
Who's this? Eric, you keep saying people I've never heard of. Who the heck is Ice?
Mark Briscoe getting to the ring. Cooler has prevailed for
Ice Fish? Ice J Fish? Who the heck is that?
With an opportunity to earn the number
Who is
one
that?
spot
Star-Lord?
Casino Gauntlet match at All In.
Oh man, please no hologram on this show.
Briscoe, Bandido, Roderick Strong, and the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita.
She is silent.
Yeah, now time for a multi-man match. They're like, oh, Gritty's enjoying the show too much. Stop that. Stop that entertaining stuff. Get back to people doing moves again, over and over and over again. Let's get back to that. Gritty's having fun. We can't have that. Stop that quickly. It's like they got a heart rate monitor on me. It's like Speed. It's like the movie Speed, like how you can't go above a certain miles per hour else the bus explodes. Like that's this show right now. You can't get above like a certain level of my heart starting to race or me starting to smile. If my smile gets a little too big or my heart starts beating a little too fast, they're like, stop immediately. You must do a 14,000 man, multi-man flip fest. There's too much personality being shown on the screen by these superstars. We don't want that. Let's get back to not being able to tell who anybody is and get back to them just doing moves incessantly until the bell rings again. That's where it's at. What would I prefer, a 8-man tag or 12-man tag? I guess it would depend on who are on the teams, but probably 8. Probably 8, because at least I'd be able to keep track of it a little bit better. I wish I could just say neither, dude. As soon as they have to tell me how many people are in a tag match, it immediately loses, I'd say, about 90% of my interest. And it starts being even more than that with how many people they add after that. So if it's a trios match, I'm already losing 90% of my interest in the term tag match. Then if they add another person on each team, that goes up by 1%. So then it's 91% they've lost. If it's a 4-on-4 tag match, it goes up to 92%, 5-on-5, 93%, and so on. And then by the time you hit, I'd say 8-on-8 is probably where it hits like absolute 0. I think 8-on-8 is like as low as it can go, almost. Is it 8 or 9? If I lose one, everyone above. So be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. It has to be 12. When you hit 12 people on each side, that's when it's over for you. Completely over for you. Luckily, I haven't seen a 12-on-12 tag match ever. So I'm at least a little interested in any tag match, but it's like the smallest amount. It's less than 10% as soon as you start telling me how many people are in a tag match. Oh, I shouldn't have got rid of Briscoe. Mark Briscoe.
That number 1 spot, the Casino Gauntlet match, so important because it's a match that can end at any time. All the participants don't even have to be
Shroom.
It can end with just participants.
Hopefully that answers your question. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible because what I see in those matches is it's laziness on the side of the person booking the match. It's laziness on the people running the show. The more people you're putting in a match, it shows me how much you actually care about entertaining me. You're up to something where it's just like, oh, it's like it's like if every movie was a Michael Bay movie. You know, Michael Bay movies are good every now and then because it's just like mindless. Oh, look at the explosions. Look at all this. Look at the spectacle, you know? That's fine every now and then, but there's a reason why I don't watch Transformers movies every day of my life. After a while, it's just mindless spectacle, and there's not the substance I'm in the cinema for. And it just kind of shows me that you're not building characters very well if this is what you have for all these people. It's like if the Royal Rumble was every other day or something, you know? Like the Royal Rumble is cool once a year, but it would be kind of wacky. It'd be kind of wacky if every week we got a Royal Rumble, you know? Like you gotta have what's it called? Restraint. Law of diminishing returns. Yeah, exactly. Jamie, you know.
How about the confidence of this man earlier?
Yeah.
Nose to nose with
I think my TBS channel is behind because Briscoe just came out. How about a 32-man tag? That's where they got to start paying me to watch. They got to give me some. I need a CM Punk ice cream bar or something.
As all 4 competitors.
If you're gonna put 32 people in a tag team match, you're gonna have to pay me money to watch it.
From an athlete here from Japan, an athlete from Mexico, athlete from America, and
give me free merchandise or something.
Well, also technical part of America.
And Takeshita might have a target on his back, gentlemen, because the Paragons had their issues with the Don Callis family. The conglomeration has had their
Here we
issues
go.
with the Don Callis family.
All right, let's put a prediction on this and see what you guys think.
Circled number 1 with a bullet by the Don Callis
Anarchy in the arena every week.
Some personal issues with Konosuke Takeshita, the Alpha, but right now, Roderick Strong,
Who
Mark
will
Briscoe
win?
pairing off in the near corner, Takeshita and Bandido in the far corner, and a fair bit of history between Roderick Strong and Mark Briscoe as well.
Certainly last year at Death Before Dishonor, it was Mark Briscoe and Roderick Strong for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Their battles date back over the greater part of the last 2 decades.
Bandido.
No strangers to one another.
This is every man for themselves. If you didn't figure that out by now, everyone's on their own in this thing here.
Roderick Strong rips the chest of Mark
Roderick.
Briscoe with that knife-edge chop. The men's Casino Gauntlet match takes place at All In, Texas, just 17 days away. The winner earning a shot at the AEW World Championship. Knee strike to the midsection by Takeshita. Bandido finds his feet.
Takeshita.
Great extension.
All right, predictions are open on YouTube, guys. Get your prediction in now if you'd like for it to count.
Once again, showing his agility, his poise. The drop kick sends the Alpha to the floor. And Bandido, nobody home as Takeshita.
Good sidestep by Takeshita right there.
Takeshita sending Bandido, who tried to fight away, but no. Bandido escapes. Takeshita crashes into the barricade as Briscoe on the ascent. Roderick Strong, right hand to the midsection.
And this is where the match benefits Roderick Strong. Taz, he's got that closing speed. If he can get one man isolated in, he can score the pin.
Absolutely, and have it done in the middle of the ring. But right there,
This is the most amount of people I can actually put on a prediction on YouTube, so we got lucky here. If they would have put one more person, I wouldn't have been able to do it like this. So thank you, Tony Khan.
Finds Bandido.
Taking a trip down to nearby Bend, Oregon with that one. A little bit of blockbuster.
Yeah, that Mark Briscoe Hurt Syndicate was the best part of the show so far. At least to me.
Lunging through the boots. Find Briscoe, and this match for the #1 spot in the men's casino gauntlet match at All In Texas continues. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
He seems like he's in the driver's seat.
He is. He's a veteran.
100% of YouTube believes Mark Briscoe is going to win this right now. Let's see what Twitch is up to on this. See if Twitch can even the score. Twitch really could use a point here, guys. So make sure you get one in. See what you think.
The Messiah of the backbreakers, as he was known.
Ooh. Why are you saying it in past tense?
Well, you're right. He still is. You're Taz on a roll tonight, correctly pointing out Delaware's in the United States.
Dito looking to complete the trifecta here against Roderick Strong.
Oh, good power there. Good power. Wow. Great job by
Bandido.
There's 3 consecutive suplexes by the Ring of Honor World Champion.
A quick one. We have a second Smarty Pants Riccaboni zone. I have a question. Hold on.
Smarty Pants.
How many counties are in the state of Delaware?
Oh, that I don't know. I guess
3. There's your answer. Let's move on to the match.
67 counties in Pennsylvania. Know that.
I didn't handful of hair. Excalibur's flumped right now.
You didn't prepare. Mike today may know luchadors, but I know the counties in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's Bandido. Ooh!
Today's my man.
Absolutely. Shout out to Mike. Look at
Nice run by Bandido. He had to get super high up for that. Takeshita's no small guy.
Big elbow strike. Drops Bandido.
And nice waist lock here. It's Briscoe.
Well, I think Takeshita wanted a German suplex, broke the grip of Takeshita. Did Briscoe do it? He did it. With a short clothesline there. And
yeah, I get to hear about how many counties there are in Delaware and such.
Very strong, country strong is Briscoe.
Now Briscoe looking for the pin.
Work on a chicken farm your whole life, Excalibur. You wouldn't know that. When you work on a farm your whole life, trust me, you get strong, Excalibur. I know these things.
What you guys talking in Brooklyn? Concrete?
Look at that. Oh, Baker. Wow.
Should have a prediction on who's going to take the pin.
All 4 men are down. The #1 spot in the casino men's gauntlet at All In Texas on the line.
Yeah, big opportunity here. But as you said, all athletes are down at the moment.
Yeah, feverish pace to this match. These men coming out swinging, and you can see the physicality on all 4 competitors. Physicality taking a toll on all 4 competitors. AEW Dynamite live from Seattle, Washington. We are just 17 days away from All In Texas, and we're on the verge of determining who will be
17 days away from All In Texas, guys.
Casino Gauntlet match coming up on Saturday, July 12th, as we make our way to Globe Life Field in Arlington.
2 heavy-handed guys exchanging chops. Watch that redneck kung fu though. Oh man, Roddy Strong. What a drop kick.
Watch the drop kick from Roderick Strong and the backbreaker. As now Konosuke Takeshita trying to sneak in the back door. Roderick Strong sends the alpha out to the floor, but Briscoe back into the mix and crashing onto
Predictions
Takeshita.
are still open on YouTube, guys.
Both men the same idea.
It's letting me predict, which means it might assign me.
And
Taz,
sign
me into a weird situation.
Match, it's a match that can end at any time. We keep stressing
Indeed
the
it did.
of being
Why
that
does it do that?
entrant.
It's so odd.
Hence why this 4-way match for the #1 spot in the men's casino gauntlet at All In Texas is happening live right now here in Seattle.
And remember, still to come tonight, the 4-way match for the #1 spot in the women's casino gauntlet match as well. So 2 high-stakes matchups back-to-back here tonight live on Dynamite.
There we go. Okay, I got it right now. Yeah, Roderick Strong's backbreakers are a thing of beauty and destruction. They really look like they would just massor somebody.
Position him center of the ring, and that's a long way for Bandido to fly, but
why is it doing this? Oh no, it's making it to where I can't.
Sends Bandido crashing to the floor. And now Briscoe.
Oh no. Maybe I have to do it over here then.
He's got an open runway. Mark's gonna fly here. Roddy's in trouble. Froggy, no! No at home!
Froggy, no!
The crucifix, the pin! Didn't have the arm hooked, allowed Briscoe to escape, but now...
Oh my goodness. YouTube is going crazy. Not letting me adjust the prediction here.
Boot to the jaw, the enziguri, and now Strong
what's going down here?
Mark Briscoe, almost on instinct, trying to return to his feet, but Roderick Strong.
Yeah, Briscoe promo is my favorite part of the whole show so far, Legato.
Just second elbows, a hell of a kick there by Takeshita, though. Ever the opportunist.
I'm glad you liked it.
Now he might be thinking superplex or
Yeah, see, why did it do this?
Oh, no. All the way up. Super duperplex. Konosuke Takeshita in the high rent district. A penthouse to the basement.
Oh, hold on.
But Bandido and Briscoe, the frog splash, the froggy bow. 2, no.
And look at that.
Everywhere. 1, 2. Whoa.
So smart by Briscoe.
What a match by these 4 men. Excellent.
On Bandido. Briscoe, 2 men. So vital, so critical to the history of Ring of Honor. Continuing
all right.
legacies, building upon it.
Finally, I feel like I might actually have overcome the weirdness that YouTube just did.
Now is all 4 of these men are just 2 wins away from becoming the top contender of the AEW World Championship. As Briscoe, massive hell stab right underneath the jaw of Bandido.
Yeah, Bandido, though. With that clothesline. Oh, missed it.
Oh, wait a minute. Briscoe in position. Bandido, the cards are dealt. 21.
No 21 plex. Takeshita, oh my goodness. He made that look for real, for real.
Got the win here. He's got it. Takeshita's got it.
Roderick Strong right there to break it up.
By Roderick Strong.
That was a great suplex by Takeshita.
As we take a look at the replay.
Look at that. He really held both of them up, too. The strength is incredible. Takeshita with the epic spot. I think I might have let that be the end of the match right there.
Was intercepted by the leaping knee from Roderick Strong. Oh! And now Strong.
Blue Thunder. Not allowed to win with Blue Thunder. Not even you, Takeshita. Not even you.
Really?
Yeah, some good wrestlers in this match.
Guy with major league fortitude to kick out on that.
Yeah, Bandido's always fun.
Because Takeshita got it all.
Bandido coming
right now, Takeshita has 50% of the prediction. All right, I'm going to end the poll now.
He's got the arm, the ankle capture, the knee on target.
Oh, and now Takeshita. Takeshita in the ropes. Bandido, the cards are dealt. Ace over. Queen 21. But he couldn't hold on. He couldn't hold on for the bridge.
And
Takeshita rolls out.
By luck or by instinct, rolling out of range from Bandido, but Bandido about to close it. No,
Roderick Strong with a leaping knee cracks Bandido's dome. End of heartache. That's done. Briscoe wins. What do you know? Briscoe wins. Mark Briscoe with the win. 25% of YouTube thought this would happen. Let's see what percentage of this Twitch thought would happen. No percent. No percent. Wow. Only one person had a prediction on this match in the first place. We're just gonna call it a day on the predictions, guys. Looks like not very many people are actually being engaged. It's gonna take me, longer to do it than you guys are gonna be interested in doing it. Then maybe we should just call it a night when it comes to the predictions, then, right?
Time you put your money where your mouth is. So I got.
If you guys are busy or whatever, we can just
open challenge for my TNT championship
just not do it.
Against any member of the Don Callis family. And not only will I successfully defend this TNT championship, but I'm going to whoop your ass in the process. And that is undisputed.
Yeah, it's Adam Cole.
A big challenge thrown out by Adam Cole, but any member of the Don Callis family, that covers a lot of ground, Ian.
Certainly does. The Army growing in ranks.
Well, they're following that Fatal 4-Way with another Fatal 4-Way.
This is a four-way match for the #1 spot in the Women's Casino Gauntlet and all in Texas. Introducing first from Long Island, New York.
I like Statlander's theme song.
Kris Statlander, who, as we've heard from very recently, very conflicted, but got an unexpected pep talk this past Saturday at Collision from none other than the AEW World Champion.
Yeah, John Moxley gave her a pep talk.
Don't ever let anybody tell you who you are and what you are worth. And Statlander, I'm sure, has been stewing on those words since Saturday.
Highest Collision on Thursday? I have no idea, Shringun. I didn't even know it was on a Thursday.
I'm excited to see her here tonight.
I'm always voting. Yeah, James, I'm not talking about you. I was talking about Twitch.
From Dallas, Texas, she is the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, the fallen goddess, Athena.
The record-setting reign of Athena as Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, the longest champion for any title in Ring of Honor history, fittingly referring to herself as the Forever Champion.
Approaching 1,000 days as Women's Champion, teaming tomorrow night with the Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion Red Velvet to take on Rosa, former AEW Women's World Champion.
Oh, he just said that? Who was he challenging there? Who did he call out?
From Long Island, New York, Willow. Nightingale.
Well, the stakes are high.
Open challenge, okay.
That's it? That's your freestyle?
We're here on Wednesday night.
No, not here. You're not. This is not ROH. You're not doing that here. Because I will attack you. I'm just telling you.
Time opportunity.
I will attack you. Leo, what's up, man?
To be the first entrant in the Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal.
You guys all off beat.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. That's the key, man. Opportunity. And that's what
Everybody was clapping to the beat, and there was one guy who was like all off beat with it.
From the graveyards of Tijuana, Mexico, Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa.
Athena, the Ring of Honor
Rosa. Rubber. They brought her back to her old theme song that does all this heavy stuff.
AEW Women's World Champion is Thunder Rosa. Potentially an advantage heading into this match.
Yeah, she understands the deal, man.
Thunder Rosa.
You're right. And that, if I was one of these ladies, I definitely would try to figure out some game plan to just put a beat down on Thunder because of the point you just made about being Women's World Champion in the past.
And Athena strategically hiding behind Kris
There
Statlander.
we go.
Almost using her as a shield at this point. Oh, but send in.
Eggs in a can challenge.
Kris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, a very complicated relationship.
Hope you got the.
Two women, former friends.
Hope you got
Kris Statlander attempted to make
the hospital bill payment ready to go, man. I'm gonna need some. I need some insurance money in the bank to do the eggs in a can challenge, man.
Really just dripping poison into her ear.
I have my suspicions.
That's kind of scary to me.
Yeah, you don't want to listen to those guys. I'm telling you, that's not good.
No, especially with how great of an athlete Statlander is. Thunder Rosa, former AEW Women's World Champion. Great battle we're seeing here. The Cazadora, wait a minute.
Reversed by Thunder Rosa, pinning predicament, but Willow Nightingale there into the mix to break things up.
Again, like I said, it's every lady for themselves. It wasn't like Willow was trying to help Statlander.
How crazy is it that the girl who has been the most successful in AEW in this entire match is the girl who has like the least story, the least anything for her? How crazy is that?
Beautifully done by Athena. Handspring, running forearm.
Breaking record set by Bryan Danielson, Nigel McGuinness, Samoa Joe, Athena. Looking
Oh, we got a Samoa Joe shout out. Nigel McGuinness shout out.
That's what I mean, because there's too many competitors in this thing. It wasn't just Willow. She was trying to, you got to watch your back.
Yeah, I hope everybody in this match can keep it together. See Willow just walk up. She's like, oh, here's the part where I walk up and grab people. J-Rock, welcome back.
3 of her opponents down, and who will become the #1 contender for the Women's Casino Gauntlet match at All In Texas? Will it be Willow? No! Don't go anywhere!
She's got her red and gold outfit on, does Willow.
Well, if you first
cover again,
and at first you don't succeed.
She's trying to pin everybody, but she's like playing around while she's doing it.
Yeah, so just keep, you got to stay on Thunder right now. If you're Willow, you got to set up being right there in that corner. Just do this. This is perfectly done right here by Willow.
I agree, Taz. The power dynamic's a little bit different in the women's match than it was the men's match. We had some more explosive, higher flying athletes, and you got Stat and Willow.
Right. Well, as you know, all matches are different, right? It's all different flavors of ice cream, as you know. So that's the beauty of professional wrestling.
Maybe this is her Iron Heart Iron Heart outfit.
Double splash right there. 2 for the price of 1 for Willow, but
Please, yes, thank you, Athena. Kick this smile off her face, man. She's making the match look real wacky and corny.
The knees. It's a Willow Nightingale now.
The way she's attacking people and just walking around with no pep in her step at all, besides just like overly bubbly attitude. That ain't the key to a match like this, man. You're facing off to possibly become champion here. Let's kick it up a notch. Oh my goodness! It's time for upgrades.
Quick moves from Thunder Rosa. Probably knowing she's not going to get the pin, but able to change the trajectory of the match.
Upgrades.
Get momentum to a draw.
Look at this, a gifted upgrade.
Went for some sort of a gut wrench there on Athena, but Athena load a base and shut
Oh
down
yes.
the attempt by Rosa.
Not afraid of upgrades.
Women's World Champion.
Oh me, oh my. Leo with the alley-oop. Gifted subscription. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's rough.
How awesome of you.
When you hit that steel
Thank you for
post.
the generosity. And congratulations to JEHJSJDJ.
Nearly undefeated in Ring of Honor.
If that is a abbreviation for something, I'd really love to know what it is.
That's unbelievable.
And just not facing light competition either, facing the best of the best.
Yeah, you said what, over or close to 1,000 days, I believe you said?
Close to 1,000 days
That's
as
amazing.
the champion. Now currently tied up with Thunder Rosa, and these two have been at each other's necks as of late on Honor Club.
And with that, we've hit the subscriber goal for today. Thank you guys very much for chipping in and being part of the support here. Thank you for supporting the stream.
We are live Dynamite from Seattle, and we are in the midst of determining who will be the #1 entrant in the Women's Casino Gauntlet match at All In Texas, coming up on Saturday, July 12th, live on pay-per-view and Prime Video. Thunder Rosa stringing together a combination there, taking down the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena, And fans coming up, Collision special night tomorrow, 8/7 Central on TNT.
Oh.
It'll be Adam
So we
Cole
already know
defending
who the
TNT
open
champion
challenge
against
is.
the Don
Josh
Callis
Alexander.
family. Then 1 week from tonight, Dynamite 300 on
That's unfortunate.
Ibushi versus Okada.
That's an unfortunate turn of events there, because they already told us the they already told us who the open challenge is going to be answered by.
A huge slate of matches.
Mina's getting a title shot.
I'm telling you guys, Dynamite 300 next week.
Who's the opponent? It's Josh Alexander.
California is going to be insane.
And 2 weeks ago tonight at Summer Blockbuster,
Death
it was
Valley
Alexander
Driver.
the pin against the Paragon. And I'll tell you what,
Willow just put a Death Valley on Athena. Athena's rolling out like an Autobot.
Former friends.
Yeah,
Oh, now Willow and Kris Statlander. The stare down. Well, not a stare down. They're being mad corny in this match. I do not like the mannerisms that Willow is doing tonight.
Look for the head scissors, but Willow. Oh God.
I understand that, like, she has a bubbly personality and that's her gimmick, but like, you're in the middle of a match and she just like traipsing around and acting like she's going to the candy shop or something.
Statlander answered with one of her own. Both women stunned.
Making the match look corny.
Willow and Statlander.
A great opportunity for Athena now.
Kick to the midsection on Statlander, and Athena. Does Athena possess the power to get both of these athletes? Oh,
no, she doesn't.
Wait a second, Thunder Rosa makes the
Nice. Thunder Rosa with a double-footed drop kick. Put it on both Willow and Kris Statlander.
Now the Cazadora, the roll through the stomp by Thunder Rosa. Can she claim that #1 spot? No, Willow able to kick out.
And we're getting in the nitty-gritty now. Just
Up.
17 days
I got my shout out.
in this bout. You're seeing the competitors start to pull out what they think is their best shot, their best move to get the victory.
We saw Mark Briscoe moments ago capture that #1 spot. Can Athena get one over on the former AEW Women's World Champion? But no, Thunder Rosa.
No one home there.
She went for the stomp, but
Thunder
Athena
Rosa,
just
a
moved.
nice smile there, but Athena answers with an elbow and not a smile. A hammer throw reversed.
Well, Thunder Rosa really has stood up to Athena.
Downside flip, Athena rolls through.
Tip link. Who's got the tip link? Which one of my moderators is going to help me out here?
Oh. And Athena, tough to do. Hoist up.
Oh, cat and mouse there.
Yes, Statlander trying to hit a moving target instead.
Takedown here.
The simplest answer, the most effective one, but Athena, the boot to the face, and
There you go.
spikes Athena.
Thank you, guys.
1, 2, Thunder Rosa. The drop kick to break up the pinning predicament.
Saving an enemy to try and get her own shot at the #1 spot there.
Takedown.
A little bit
Thunder Rosa with the takedown.
Statlander paid for that.
The drop toe hold from Thunder Rosa, and now Thunder, the drop.
Dang, drop kick was on point right there. JR Quinn, you want Thunder Rosa or Willow to win?
Statlander may be out here. Thunder Rosa looking to end things.
Oh, Athena.
Athena put an end to that. Trips up Thunder Rosa and tugs her to the outside.
Face first.
Get my championship!
He told Billy Starks, get my championship. Come on, Justin, give it a title, damn it.
Now Billy Starks
back has issues already.
Oh man, thank you so much. Egg and a can donation. Oh my goodness. Oh me, oh my. Thank you, Leo. Man, $10. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Statlander does not want the doctor bomb. Here comes Marina. Now Wheeler Yuta's behind Willow.
Taking a swing at Willow Nightingale, and Willow, the period.
Wow, he got nailed. Willow looking like Brian Bosworth from the Seahawks back in the day. Oh, but wait a second. Statlander spikes Willow. 2, 3.
Statlander wins. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Wow. That's a little unexpected. Out of anybody in this entire match, she has like the least going on. Dang, okay. Well, I guess Moxley did just talk to her. So I guess I guess they got something going for her real quick. John Moxley said a couple words to her last week. Statlander wins. Wow.
And a proclamation from the patriarchy.
Well, they got out of there quick. They're like, this is over. Okay, bye. Hey, we're going to get some Christian Cage tonight? That would be good.
Champion this company has ever seen. Why stop there? I think it's time for my son Nick to start walking beside me instead of behind me. I think it's time Nick and I embark on a journey that will see us become the
there you have it.
father and
Yep, Statlander wins. Maybe she's gonna be a new member of the Death Riders. Yeah, Shafir showing up was very unpredictable to me. I did not see that coming.
Will face Big Bill and Brian King tag team action tomorrow night. But fans, coming up next, our main event, the Beast Mortos goes one-on-one with the #1 contender for the AEW World Championship, Hangman Page.
Need an Edge Copeland collab. That's definitely something that I've heard a lot of people saying here. Might be the most requested thing of AEW besides get this Death Rider stuff over with. Like, I'm talking about the things that I've heard the most people say in the last couple of months. I would say Edge and Christian win, and Death Riders need to be over with. between everything else that people ask for, those are the things that I hear most often. Joe's Soup, you think so? We shall see. Thank you, Strange. Serena Deeb should have been in that match for sure. But she'll probably just be in the Gauntlet. She'll probably just be one of the like fodder girls that show up and roll around. They get 2 spots where they slam somebody and they look at the crowd and they go, "Wah!" They get cheered for a second and then they're just in the background for the rest of the time. Death Rider interference. Yeah, see, this is what both platforms are talking about right now. Can't wait to get to the to Evolve tonight. Hopefully Evolve is going to be a little bit more cohesive. This show has been all over the place in a very strange way. I'll be right back.
Welcome back to Dynamite. Before we get to our main event, let's take you back to this past Saturday at Collision. FTR teaming up with the Don Callis family, but after the bell, the attack continued. The Outrunners intervened, and FTR seemed perplexed as to why. Turbo
He's got a style, James. He's got a style, that's for sure.
FTR right now.
Guys, I'm here with
FTR
and Stokely Hathaway. Big Stoke. Gentlemen, you guys normally run in a pretty tight circle of friends, but that circle just seems to be getting smaller and smaller these days. We saw the Outrunners last week come out and interrupt you guys after you won that 8-man. What's going on with these guys now?
Well, first of all, these two are too heartbroken and disappointed to speak. I mean, last Saturday on Collision, we had an excellent victory, and then I can't believe I'm saying this, Turbo and Truth Magnum of the Outrunners decided to interrupt us. How egregious. And all weekend we deliberated, we talked on what is the best way to
Wait,
solve
so
this
FTR
problem.
doesn't have a match at All In yet, and they're not fighting the Young Bucks, and they're not fighting for the tag championships unless they turn the Hurt Syndicate tag match into like a three-way tag match.
We decided, how about tomorrow night on Collision, we just meet in the ring so we can clear the air. FTR wants to see where things are, and then we can all get on the same page. What about that? Top guys.
So FTR versus the Outrunners at All In? Is that where we're going with this?
Big Stoke.
That's their match?
Better be very careful. Collision tomorrow night.
Wow.
Getting in the ring, even just for a quote-unquote conversation with FTR. Yeah, you got to be careful with FTR.
Hangman Page. Who are the trios champions right now? Oh, the Ops. Hangman Page. Here he is.
The man who in 17
His entrance is so dastardly, man. Him just sitting in that chair with his drink as Swerve's house is burning down in the background. He's got the most gangster entrance Titantron out of anybody, man. How can you have a better entrance Titantron than that? How do you have a better entrance video? You can't, dude. That's the most gangster entrance you can have. The guy's childhood home is burning down, and you're just sitting in a chair, just having a nice little drink. The flames are so close to him, they look like they're hitting him. I love it.
We heard what Moxie said earlier about Hangman. I think he's renting some space in Moxie's head.
From Torreon, Mexico, weighing 249 pounds, the Beast Mortos.
Tonight will be my last watching channel. I'm really done, Sherry? Okay. Well, I hope you have a nice life, Sherry. It's the Beast Mortos.
Mexico, Mortos teaming up with the Founding Fathers, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, with the Death Riders, with John Moxley, with Wheeler Yuta.
There we go.
And Mortos
we got him.
Into that match, in a match where Mortos' side was victorious. But it was Hangman Adam Page entering the fray after the bell, delivering a buckshot lariat.
Do we put a prediction on this one? Nah, we're good.
Jackson, and you would have to imagine Mortos here some indirect revenge for the Founding Fathers potentially.
Certainly, and Taz, we know that John
Here we go, though. Hangman's gonna have his work cut out for him a little bit here, because Beast Mortos is no joke.
What exactly the relationship with Beast Mortos is coming out of Mexico?
No, you're right. We don't know. But I know right now, Hangman's got his hands full with a big, powerful guy here and the Beast. You don't know what this guy's going to do. He's very athletic for a man his size, or Beast his size.
Clothesline is missed, and Hangman gets taken down by a big Rana.
Hangman, though, showed his athleticism. Lands on his feet, drops down, sweep of the leg. Hangman, lateral press. Mortos immediately kicks.
Wrestling here.
Now looking for a cover. Hangman kicks out, and
just a big headbutt. Straight to the chest of Hangman. Who knows what's in that mask?
That's wild. That's wild stuff right there.
We heard Hangman Adam Page, that impassioned speech.
Beast Mortos. The Beast Mortos.
On a tobacco farm in Virginia, growing up as
Ouch. Over the top rope. Falls to the outside. Mortos is so sure-footed for such a big guy. Oh, grabbed Hangman. Hangman was trying to show off a little too much.
People are stronger when they work together. And he sees how it is incumbent on him to usher in a new era of All Elite Wrestling 17 days from now at All In Texas.
He certainly does, but he still hasn't come around to the idea that Will Ospreay has proposed. He still hasn't truly embraced the togetherness. That's the cruel irony of all this, Taz, is the message of inclusivity that Page has. He finds himself on an island against the Death Riders. Maybe a hired associate here in Beast Mortos.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be careful. I mean, I respect that Hangman likes to kind of ride path. I do respect that, and I get it. You got to be careful here in AEW. There's a lot of clicks. There's a lot of connections, a lot of friendships you don't know about. A lot of sketchy people here.
There's a lot of sketchy people here.
Mortos into the ropes. Hangman the cover. Mortos escapes, and fans don't go anywhere. Our Dynamite main event continues.
Hangman's in a bit of trouble here because he's got a very damaging opponent in front of him, and the Death Riders are around here. And they're not going to want him to.
It's a little risky for sure, and I get your drift.
They're going to want him to go into All In at 100%.
On July 12th, yeah, and you're dealing with someone like the Beast, but that's what Hangman's about. He loves the challenge.
I mean, think about what happened to Kenny Omega, and that was in the contract signing.
Neck break.
That brutal injury incurred by Kazuchika Okada Omega when he was
Beast Mortos getting his hands on Adam Page. He's looking very touchable here.
Not a professional wrestling match.
I know. We saw it was definitely a gross situation, and hopefully Kenny's doing okay, but it was brutal. I'm just thinking, speaking of brutal, that mask, that Beast Mortos, it's got to smell brutal. It's got to smell really bad. I wrestled guys with masks. Some of them stink.
Are we sure it's a mask? Are we sure that's not just his face covered?
Are you sure that's
really? The Riccaboni zone, whatever it's called.
The Riccabone zone.
Riccabone zone. What is going on?
Shoulders, those power moves.
You mean Beast Mortos? You said he.
Yes, sir.
They taught you pronouns there in Lehigh. I don't know what you're doing.
I didn't go to quite the establishment like some of the folks in our circle.
PSFTW Jones over here.
I know what he means.
Like Bucknell.
Hey.
Pretty sure that's a mask that could be his face.
Lafayette is Mortos standing over.
Is he a buffalo, a cow, a goat? He's a beast.
Hangman, though, breaks the grip of Mortos, lands a chop.
He's a beast.
Second one. And Mortos, thunderous right hand.
Well, he kind of growled at the referee Aubrey Edwards there, the Beast. Beast Mortos, if that is his real name.
I have my doubts.
You thought his face was real. Well, maybe it is.
You thought his face was real.
And Hangman Adam Page, though, returns a right hand of his own. And now these two men just throwing some
poking
heavy shots. And Mortos changes tack, gouges the eyes.
That's smart. Sometimes you don't have to go punch a punch. Just put your thumb in the guy's eye.
And out of the view of Aubrey, too.
Beast Mortos is definitely getting the upper hand here. Literally and figuratively right now.
And Mortos just boxing the ears of Hangman Adam Page. Mortos with the advantage.
Roar.
He's in control.
He said roar.
And Hangman perhaps too focused on Jon Moxley. Just 17 days from now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. AEW
Dynamite live on TBS and Max. Our main event underway. The Beast Mortos taking on the #1 contender for the AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page. Hangman has a date with Jon Moxley 17 days from now, but the Beast Mortos is taking the fight to the top contender.
Hangman needs to make a move here. It's been all Beast tags.
Nice.
He went for that headbutt.
Hangman actually stopped the headbutt this time. I like when they tell those type of situations within this, within these bouts, where it's like, oh, you went to the well one too many times. I saw how you did it.
Some very heavy shots. Mortos looking for that discus.
I saw how you did it last time. Now I'm gonna take you apart.
Catches the second time around. The cover. 2. No. Mortos able to kick out.
How do I keep up with so many wrestling events? Well, I watch the weekly shows, so it's not that hard.
7 Central on TNT, a special night for Collision FTR. They have called for a meeting in the ring with the Outrunners. Will Truth answer? We know FTR will be there tomorrow night. Plus, Josh Alexander, the Don Callis family, challenges Adam Cole for the TNT Championship. Kyle O'Reilly, Kyle Fletcher, 1-on-1, 1-2.
Kyle O'Fletcher.
Plus Sky Blue, Queen Aminata tomorrow night on Collision. And Templario and Brody King taking on Rocky Romero. Hechicero, what a tag team match that is going to be. And Big Bill, Brian Keith taking on the Patriarchy, Nick Wayne and Christian Cage as they embark on their quest to become the first ever father and son tag team champions in AEW tomorrow night, 8 p.m. TNT.
Father and son tag team champions. I love Christian, dude. Christian, I don't know. I haven't been consistently following his career through every era of him, but I really feel like this would be my favorite even if I did. Even if I did know his past, like everything, if I followed him super well, I still think this era right here, the AEW Christian Cage era, if he's ever been better than that, I'd love to know about it. I'm sure he's been better than this in the ring, but I'm talking about his character work. I just find him to be one of the best things in the entire company. The cover!
While you see Hangman Page definitely is taking a big risk right here with that moonsault miss.
Ouch.
I mean, he's just days away from July 12th in Texas. When he gets a
I love that spinning crossbody that Mortos does. Mortos, the Death Maker.
Back to live action, the lung blower from
It's not the Fresh Maker like Mentos. It's Mortos.
But Hangman again able to kick out.
Think about the built-up damage that Page is incurring. Win, lose, or draw in this main event here tonight. It just adds to the ledger, adds to the advantages for Mox heading into that world title bout.
Your father, yeah.
All in Texas.
Father and
Hangman
son
Adam
tag
Page,
team.
John Moxley, that AEW World
Christian
Championship
Cage
match.
and
Can Hangman
Nick
play
Wayne.
the role of Liberator? Can
Ouch.
The counter to and Hangman. I'm not sure if he meant to spike him on the roll through, but it certainly did. But
Poison Rana on the back of the head of Mortos. Lariat from Hangman. Going for the buckshot.
The discus lariat as the crowd rises to their feet. Hangman Adam Page.
Got him. Dang. That's it. Hangman wins. No interference. Nice. Just a straight up match. Lovely. Nice nice final match there.
Just a hair short of capturing that window. Hangman gets the two.
Hangman Page wins the match. He beat Mortos. Oh, lights out.
The lights go out here in Seattle.
Uh-oh. Guys, the lights went out. What happened?
Can't see. We are still on the air, fans. We
We're
cannot
still
see
on there.
Beyond our
Still on the air, guys.
arms reach away
What happened?
from our faces. As
no. Lights go up. I'm home. The Young Bucks. Oh.
Oh my God.
BTE trigger. Oh, they really hit him with it. I thought they were their friends. Oh, I thought they were friends.
They claimed that they were only trying to help Hangman Adam Page.
Dang it, man. Post-match beatdown. Bam, bam. Oh yeah, today the WrestleMania 41 arena is available for everybody who has the WrestleMania pack in 2K25. There's two separate ones. There's the daytime and the nighttime. That was a pretty cool stage, man. The WrestleMania stage that they did this year, the Vegas one, I like it a lot.
after that battle with the Beast Mortos. The EVP trigger from Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, and now right for the picking. Hangman Adam Page is.
Yeah, Jay Montez is quick.
World Champion Jon Moxley and Wheeler Yuta. Steel chair in hand. Marina Shafir bringing that briefcase, which we believe to contain the AEW World Championship title belt.
I wonder if this is going to turn out well for the Young Bucks here.
And this is a dicey situation for Hangman Adam Page, to say the least.
Massively outnumbered. This guy's got bad intentions. Weapons are all over the
Jon
place.
Moxley has a chain in his hand.
I'm thinking back to the Texas Death Match between
He's
Moxley
choking Adam Page. Okay, I thought maybe he was going to beat up the Young Bucks for like touching his prey or something like that. Choking Hangman.
Well, he's trying for sure, Hangman. He does have the hand. I don't know how close it is in between the chain and his throat, but man, this is bad.
The terror of the Death Riders.
just leaving Hangman Adam Page as Moxley wrenches that chain, he twists it.
Oh, he's choking the Hangman out. He's turning him into the Hangman. The Hanged Man.
Hangman fading before our eyes as, wait a second.
Here come the Ops.
And that's Hobbs. Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, the Ops.
Oh, but the EVPs are running interference here. Yuta with the chair. And Hangman's out. The oxygen and the light.
Claudio here? I don't see him.
Hangman Page, his face is turning bright red, but right now the Ops outnumber the EVPs, the Death Riders holding the high ground. It's Will Ospreay! Will Ospreay going right after Jon Moxley.
Ospreay's here.
Will Ospreay making the break, making the save for Hangman Adam Page.
Look, they banded together. They're starting to understand.
Hangman might be in really, really bad shape. Man, that was nasty.
The Scooby-Doo voice is Shivani, man. he sounds like a ghost trying to haunt you. Oh, you don't know. That or like a Dracula or something. Oh, Dracula. My choco berries.
17 days from now. Adding many question marks. Maybe we'll have some answers tomorrow night on Collision on TNT.
Oh yeah, the Rut Rose stuff. Yeah, he does sound like that.
Jon Moxley has vowed to run Hangman Adam Page.
You're right about that, yeah.
Sport of professional wrestling and perhaps.
Rah, rah, rah. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now. I thought you were talking about Shivani. Well. There you have it, guys. Dynamite. The 25th of June. Let's have a little chat about that. Let's see what score you guys would give this episode. Let's get over here. Okay. So, if you watched this episode of Dynamite along with me, which is the June 25th, 2025 edition, we are 17 days away from All In Texas, guys. I want to know what score you guys would give this episode out of 10. Now, keep in mind, the highest score out of 10 that I'm going to take would be an 8.4 out of 10. The lowest score out of 10 I'm going to take will be a 7.0 out of 10. So 7.0 is the floor, 8.4 is the ceiling, and anywhere in between, that's the golden area. Anywhere in between is good. So, I would like that score, and I'd like it before the end of this song right here. Let's find out. What score would you guys give it? La 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 la. La la. There we go. All right, let's get it. Let's add these up. Where'd my Captivator go? I decided to leave my most recently used programs. I don't know why that would be. I use it like every day. All right, here we go. So the first score would be, can I even scroll up? Thank you. That's right. Yeah, Taz was like, "Why are the Death Riders leaving the ring?" Well, they were definitely outnumbered there, and outstrength, because there was no Claudio and there's definitely no Pac either. So Death Riders looking mad flimsy, dude. They need to recruit some new people. I've been saying that for, I don't know, like 3 months now. They're so stagnant, and it's getting worse because they're losing members, and they're not looking stronger. They're actually losing strength. Leo says 7.3. All right, thank you, Leo. Ryan says 7.9. Thank you, Ryan. Guess I could just read this. Ringmaster says 7.3. Thank you, Ringmaster. WB says 7.27. 7.27. Thank you, WB. Strange says 7.35. Thank you, Strange. Radio says, what is 7.71111? That's 4 ones. Okay. And you get a what's up for phrasing it in the form of a question. Thank you, Radio. Beanaline says 7 flat. Thank you, Beanaline. Okay. And that's that. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for your scores. Gosh. There were like 3 things that I thought were pretty well done tonight, and then the rest of it just seems so just easy and just gosh, it feels like Collision is starting to infiltrate the main show now. Like, and I'm not talking about an invasion angle. I'm talking about like the level of investment, the level of actual storytelling that's going on that has any sort of character development or interpersonal relationship development. It feels like the level of investment from the people running the show is starting to the things on the show are starting to mirror Collision instead of the other way around. For a second there, Collision was starting to have more of the main angles, more of the things that feel like Dynamite, like the reason why that they have a television show. It's starting to feel like it's a burden on them to have to fill up 2 hours, and so they're putting filler in there that is just meant to get the show over with, and just they have a few things that they actually care about, and the rest is just there. And to me, it's not a very good sign, because for the last month and a half, I would say 2 months, maybe even 3 months, I feel like they've been moving in a better direction on making it to where more of the main invested storylines have been kind of moving into Collision, and Collision has been leveling up. But now it's like Collision's old feeling of it is starting to come on to the Dynamite side of things. It's reversing the absorption, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. That worries me, especially this close to All In. All In's fight card right now, I'm feeling like it's gonna be maybe a fight card that has the least amount of matches that I could remotely care about out of any All In yet. And on top of that, it's not feeling special. It's not yet. You know, they still have weeks to go. They still have two and a half weeks to go. So they can definitely turn this around. They have a bit more TV to get to. They have a bit more development. I know when you're this far out from a pay-per-view, something like 2.5 weeks, you don't want to play your hand completely. But now would be a good time for things to not feel like it's starting to become a B show. And tonight felt like a B show, with the exception of, like I said, 2 or 3 things that I felt were good and well done tonight. But even the things that were well done were like semi well done, and not like oh, write home about it or make a reaction upload or short of me reacting to it. Nothing really grabbed me to where I'm like, oh man, All In's about to be even better than I thought. So to me, that's not exactly the show that I would recommend someone to watch the full thing. And it's not a show that I would like to watch the whole thing over again right now. Like if I had to watch Dynamite again right now, I would feel not so glad about it. And to me, that for those reasons, that makes me want to give it less than a passing score. So I'm going to go 7.4. I feel like they're lucky to get that score, honestly, because there's a lot of just weirdly lazy things happening right now where it almost feels like somebody was sick, or maybe somebody's a little under the weather, or they're having some issues at home, or like something is messing up the creative process somewhere. It feels like there's something I don't know about why things are the way they are right now, and I'll probably never know, but it's apparent to me that we're not getting the quality of show that I would like. So 7.4. You're glad Hangman won? Yeah, Drew. I mean, he's not going to lose to Beast Mortos. Hardly anybody ever loses to Mortos. Even on like Collision, when it's barely anybody in the match, he's still like the guy that they put in there, and he's going to give you a good match, and then he's just going to lay down. So I didn't think Hangman had any chances of losing that match. All right, so everybody's score added together equals 59.23111. 59.23111. Divided by how many scores? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scores. There we go. So 59.23111 divided by 8 equals 7.403888875, which is a somewhat long score to say. They did not get the point. So let's get over here and let's check it out. See what the standings are looking like. This is what you get, you know. This is what you get when you rest on your laurels and you have a little less than optimal storytelling. You take less time developing people for us to care about, and more time with them just running around in the ring and doing moves. You don't get that added investment of actually caring about the people involved, and so you have to start leaning on stuff that's not your storytelling, that's not your character development, that's not your interpersonal relationships. And then once you do have some of that, it's so surface level. Like, remember, we used to hang out. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Well, maybe this is going to be a good, we're going to hang out more in the future. Yeah, maybe. That's your story. We used to hang out. We don't hang out anymore, but maybe we're going to start hanging out. Like that was literally the closest thing we got to like interpersonal drama tonight. Does that sound like that would be a compelling episodic television show to watch? People used to be friends. Now they're kind of hanging out, and they think it might be cool to hang out again. Like, that's the extent. That's the highest extent of storytelling we got tonight. To me, that's and I'm not saying you have to tell super in-depth Shakespearean plays, but that's not helping. That's not helping your show to have a episodic hook to it that brings people back, or even gets people interested in why I'm watching these people fight again. If your deepest story is, remember we used to hang out, maybe we should hang out again. Yeah, maybe we should. That's what we heard tonight between the Young Bucks and the Don Callis people. That was the deepest storytelling we got all night. To me, that's not gonna cut it, man. And obviously, it's not gonna cut it when the overall score between everybody on the internet that I'm allowing every single person on the internet who watched the show tonight to give me a score, and it adds up to 7.4 out of 10. Man, that means you put on a show that had some good wrestling on it. That doesn't mean that it's a show that is compelling in the right in enough ways to get people excited, especially not when you're 2.5 weeks out from your biggest show of the year. So I feel like they deserved it tonight. And hopefully next week is better. Hopefully Collision is better tomorrow. But hey, it's not. I'm just rating what I'm seeing, and so is everybody else in here, and I'm just mathematically dividing it and seeing what we get. Yeah, no Claudio tonight either. And that definitely made it to where at least it made sense that the Death Riders ran away tonight. Normally when they run away, I'm like, why are you running, man? You guys should be smashing people. Death Riders definitely need new blood within the ranks, man. They need to recruit some new people. Like I said, I've been saying this for about 3 months, maybe even longer. They need to do something to the Death Riders to move them forward. They're actually devolving. They're losing members. And that's not a good way to make your faction seem strong. Imagine if in the Transformers movie, Starscream and them, like they start losing the people there, the robots, the Decepticons they're allied with, and then by the end of the movie, it's just 2 of them versus an entire army of Autobots. Like it's a wrap, dude. Your team doesn't look strong anymore. You don't look like a nail-biting conclusion to a movie when the bad guys are down by like 8 people. They need to get more people to make the Death Riders look, and it'd be very interesting to see why and who joins, and tell the story of what turned them and what moment made them realize that they need to be on the Death Rider side or something. You could make interesting things happen there, things that are better than I'm here to fight and I'm gonna win the title. That stuff is like, we've heard it so often, and it doesn't fit with like the layers of storytelling that they're trying to bring in these very rare instances. It's like it's so out of whack. It just doesn't feel to me like it's moving in the right direction. New recruits. Death Riders need to have new recruits, and maybe at All In we'll see that. Maybe that'll be the hook that makes everybody talk about what happened at All In. Is that at All In it could be and it could be kind of, you know how Tony Khan kind of uses the names of the pay-per-views as part of the storytelling, like All In or World's End, stuff like that, where the name of the pay-per-view is kind of like the story you're supposed to be getting out of it. Maybe All In will be where we see that there's more people on the Death Rider side than we even knew about, and they're gonna make the show turn out in the Death Riders favor, That's why Hangman doesn't win the title. That's why whoever is trying to stand against the Death Riders ends up messed up at the pay-per-view, or bad guys win more often at the pay-per-view. Stuff like that. Maybe there's something that we're not getting yet because they're waiting until All In. I hope that's what's up, man, because as it is right now, it's looking kind of flimsy. We shall see, though. Oh, Donovan, you're mad behind, dude. You waited too long. Make sure you always click that live button, man. Especially if you have to refresh or something, because it's just gonna put you right back where you were at. Claudio reposted something a few minutes ago. Oh wow. I hope he's okay, man. He wasn't here tonight, and normally he's there. I think Statlander joins. Yeah, maybe. I can see that. David, what's up, man? So yeah, I mean that's my review. That's our review. Thank you everybody who put a review in here. Thank you everybody who scored this. Make sure that you get on over to my Twitch channel if you're on YouTube. That's where we're going to be rocking and rolling for the remainder of the evening. The stream is not over, guys. It's just I'm exiting the premises on YouTube because YouTube will not allow me to show full matches and songs and all that stuff that I'm going to be showing you guys. So get on over to Twitch. That way I don't catch copyright issues on YouTube, and that way I can still keep earning a bit of cash off my YouTube channel, not end up in a bad spot. Thank you to everybody who chipped in on YouTube today. Thank you to everybody who left a like. we almost hit the secondary goal for likes tonight. So thank you everybody who left a thumbs up. Make sure you get to twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. That's where we're at. The link is right there in the chat, guys. Just click that and get on over here. And for everybody who's already on Twitch, stick around because we're not done yet. But that was the chat.